It's your boy Big Baby. Support sporting icons for latest boxing news. Cheeseburger.
So last night over on Instagram, Big Baby Jarrell Miller, he went in on Deontay Wilder again, saying how Deontay Wilder's changed from what he once was to what he is now. And Big Baby Jarrell Miller, of course, is fighting in Kansas on the 17th, so next weekend, against Bogdan Dinu for the WBA regular world title, or potentially at least, because we do know that Manuel Charr has also released something that says that he got a negative test for VADA recently as well. So we still don't know whether or not that title's going to be on the line or not. But regardless of all that, Big Baby Jarrell Miller has said this. Obviously, with the picture that you guys can see on the screen right now, is what Big Baby Jarrell Miller had to say. Wow, when Deontay Wilder was the big bro, I remember us talking about our relationship issue. And just one cool mofo, not this dude everyone sees now. How times have changed. People change, but you know what? He's still the big bro, but sometimes the big bro got to get his ass beat. And I'm the little big bro to do it. Before money and fame equals he a drama queen. Mad extra. Okay, so he's talking kind of like a bit gobbledygook, okay, in the sense of don't quite know, as in they're not, the sentences are just not going together. But we kind of get what it is that he's saying, that Deontay Wilder was once a cool cat. Now he's not. He's got a little bit of fame, a little bit of money, and he's got arrogant with it. And I said this to you guys quite some time ago, and he has. But the problem is that I have with Big Baby Jarrell Miller doing this is the fact that, you see, he's saying how he's going to beat on Wilder, but yet, in order to do that, you need to be registered with VADA to be ranked by the WBC, and he's currently not, and he should be, because if he were to get re-ranked, he'd be ranked pretty highly. In other words, he would be eligible to get a shot at Deontay Wilder. As of right now, he's not, because he's not enrolled in the WBC clean boxing program. Okay, so now against Bogdan Dinu, if the WBA regular world title is going to be on the line, then he's going to have to be part of VADA. It's WBA rules. When you're fighting for the title, if you're the champion, you're part of VADA. As is Anthony Joshua, as is any other WBA champion up and down the weight divisions. Exactly the same way as it is with the WBC. So if he was to beat Bogdan Dinu and get that title, then yes, he's eligible to fight. Well, I say eligible, kind of maybe yes, maybe no. I mean, can he still be ranked by the WBC even though he's WBA champion? Potentially, because he's not the full champion. Joshua's the full champion. He'll be the regular champion. In other words, a permanent mandatory. So maybe he could still be ranked by the WBC. But until that time comes, there's no point calling out Wilder. There's no point whatsoever. All it's doing is just creating beef between you guys, but you guys can't officially sort it out because Miller is not part of VADA. If you're not part of VADA, you can't take on the WBC champion. It's as simple as that. So it kind of makes me question, does he really want to fight Wilder? Does he really want to do it? Because if he does, then he should be enrolled. He should be pushing for that fight. But as he's not enrolled, it kind of leaves me to question whether or not he really wants that fight, to be real. Now, I know there's a little bit of history between these guys. These guys had some kind of sparring session, and apparently Miller got rushed off to hospital or the doctors, or he got medically checked or whatever exactly it was, because Wilder hit him. He either hurt him or he knocked him out. I don't know which one it is. And Miller, he blamed on dehydration and other things. So things kind of escalated from there. And of course with, well, it wasn't Miller who publicised it. It was 50 Cent said that Miller told him that Wilder's current girl is one of his exes. In other words, he's been with Deontay Wilder's girl. So that's not really a good thing, is it? Now, it wasn't Miller who broke it to the public. In fact, he kept that under wrap for a long time. It was actually 50 Cent who did that. So if anybody wants to blame Miller, it wasn't Miller who did that. Because listen, everybody has a past, everybody does whatever. But it is kind of a little bit comical in the sense of two fighters in the same division had the same girl at one point, you know what I mean? So there is that rivalry between them, but can these guys sort it out? I don't know. I don't know, because unless Miller gets registered by VADA, then it is not going to happen. In other words, this kind of post, as much as it's entertaining to read, the fact that he's going in on Wilder, it's just one of those situations where it's just not going to settle itself. This thing can go on for years and these guys just not fight, because both of them have to be enrolled in VADA. It's as simple as that. Unless, of course, Wilder loses his title to Tyson Fury, or between now and whenever, if both of these guys are not champions, then they can fight. They don't have to be enrolled in VADA in order to do that. But while Wilder is WBC champion, Miller, you have to be enrolled in VADA. Otherwise, this kind of thing is pointless. Anyway, you drop your thoughts below about it, click that thumbs up, and of course subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.